You
Oh
know.
my God! All right, well, listen. There's some. How about you guys ready for some weird NFL news?
What's that?
The Titans have fired their general manager, Jon Robinson.
Yeah. Can you believe
After AJ Brown gone?
Coincidence? I think not. AJ Brown puts it on you this week, and they're still going to win their division.
Oh
Week
my goodness!
14, you're firing the guy?
They're 7-5, and you fired your GM.
What is going on?
You never should have let him get away. This is your fault.
Oh my God! As if you didn't know. Like, didn't you? Wasn't it a clue when? Man, unbelievable. Isn't that wild?
And not only that, but you as a corporation made that decision back in April.
Yeah, he didn't make
that
not
just a one-man decision. No, when you make the financial decisions, just like Howie Roseman, you got to go to the boss and say, we need to pay so and so this, or can we pay so and so? So the owner is in on every negotiation.
No question.
So
there must have been some kind of blow up,
bro. I mean, yeah, he going out the beasting like he did. Imagine Howie having to go in 2 years ago and say, "Hey, look, I messed up. Carson is not the guy.
Right?
We got to take this $34 million hit." Can you imagine going into the boss and saying that?
No.
A $34 million hit?
Well, it tells you about the stability that the Eagles have.
Right.
It does. Right. You don't see this kind of craziness with the Eagles. You don't. I mean, you see it other places. They fired their GM. The Colts have a guy who never coached in the NFL or college before coaching them. They're on their like third or fourth retread since Andrew Luck retired.
Right.
So it's just all over the place, man. That's
unbelievable. That's crazy because, bro, I thought Andrew Luck at that time, he was the probably top 3 quarterback in the NFL when he was playing, man. He was that good. I mean, I watched tape on him. It was ridiculous on how good he was.
I watched when he retired. I forget who they pulled like 4 college coach, 4 or 5 like big like Saban types, and they were like, all right, last 25 years, best quarterback prospect you've seen, and like every one of them said Luck. Every one of them said Luck. He said his tape in high school was unlike anything you ever saw. Like he could run fast and he could truck guys because he was really big. He had a cannon for an arm. He was super small. All those things, but they haven't been the same since he rolled. The timing of it was brutal. It happened in the preseason.
Look at what happened to him, dude. He's had knee injury. He had spleen injuries. Didn't he have a ruptured spleen or something like that?
They didn't protect him. They didn't protect him. This offensive line sucked. And I can remember I did it was me and a guy named Sean Coffey. We did an interview with him. We did a piece on him for NFL Films back when I was working there as a producer. And we did a breakdown on him. We did a story on him. We did a 20-minute clip on him. And the stuff we put together, I'm breaking down the film and I'm putting all this stuff together. I'm like, and I went back to the boss at NFL Films. I'm like, look, I can't just break this down. I can't give you the best clips because they're all great.
Right.
I mean, it was so hard trying to pick from a bin what plays I was going to put on this reel because all of them look great. I mean, all of them were unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's how good Luck was, man.
Yeah, it is crazy, man. Let me give you this other thing, and we'll dive into everything we're going to do in a little bit. But so the Eagles can clinch a playoff berth this week with a win or tie against the Giants, and San Francisco loss, Seattle loss. So remember last week it was like a laundry list of things. It's kind of getting trimmed down here, So Eagles win or tie, San Francisco loss, Seattle loss. They're the scenarios for the Eagles. So we're getting to that time of year now. We're getting close.
Let's see here. Seattle plays. Who's Seattle playing this week?
To me, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm on that. I'm on that number one.
Right. You said a Seattle loss, and who else? The 49ers loss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 49ers are at home against Tampa Bay. I don't think they're losing that game after what I saw last night.
I mean, you just don't know how Purdy's going to play, but I hear you. Yeah.
Carolina's at home. Seattle's at home against Carolina.
That's probably
I
Seattle
don't think they're
win.
losing that game. Yeah,
it's probably Seattle win. But yeah, it's just throw that out there. But the timing of this couldn't be crazier though for Robinson being fired, coming off a game against the Eagles when AJ Brown lights him up.
That's almost poetic justice, man. Because
damn,
you look at you saw how he was so mad. When they made the trade, he was like, and just got up and just walked out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To me, just so Vrabel was so pissed that he just got up and walked out of the interview. He was beside himself.
I wonder if there was tension between those two.
No question it was.
Right. But I mean, the thing is, I guess you look at it two different ways. One, Robinson put them in I guess a jam financially where they couldn't re-sign or give AJ the big deal, or the big boys above him didn't want to sign off on it. I don't know. It could be either scenario.
Rob, I've seen through the years New England, the Rams, Tampa Bay, and we've sat here and talked about how do these teams work the cap. Even Howie, how are they working the cap to get these players? If you're smart, you can work the cap to your advantage, and we've seen teams do it. Mm-hmm. Why Tennessee wasn't able to do it to keep that dude? And how many times has AJ said, and even after Sunday's game, I wanted to end my career there? What does that tell you?
That tells you a lot.
He didn't want to leave. And then you look at Tennessee since 2016, the worst they've finished record-wise is 9-7. They've been to the playoffs 4 of the previous 5 seasons. They won the division the last 2 years in a row and will win the division again this year. And you can the GM?
Jeez.
Really?
Yeah, I know how that happens. Because I remember your boy Andy Barrett, we're just going to go in a different direction. But I'm still going to send you to Detroit. Detroit's going to pick you up, but we're just going in a different direction. I'm like,
wow.
We talking about Big Red? I'm out of here, man. I'm free agent. I go where I want to go.
Yeah.
I'm not going to no daggone Detroit. And a week and a half later when I was signed with Detroit.
You look back, you don't realize sometimes people do things for your best interests. They take decisions out of their hand, and the decisions that are made are better for you than what you could have made.
No question.
You can't see it at the time, for sure. I think it's a lot of times that's the case with parents.
You can't. It is true.
Yep.
Or coworkers.
Or coworkers.
What are you trying to say? What are you saying?
Some of the decisions I make, you know what I'm saying? That, you guys help me out a lot, man. I appreciate that.
Oh, okay. Really thought you were going to bring up something else. Whew. Okay. Thank you, Barrett. I'll take it.
How many times you both got me out of so much trouble,
wow,
man?
That's why we're here, man.
Much trouble.
What are friends for? That's why we're here.
I mean, that's crazy, man. I just think back at some of the times where I should have been fired. you guys help me out. And then after I'm done, Rob, Derek, man, why did you stop me?
Well, there was a one time I let it go because I couldn't do anything but laugh. My side was hurting. When you curse people out because they didn't have food there for a draft show, I had to let that one go. I couldn't.
Why you bring up old stuff? Man?
I couldn't let it. I couldn't jump in, Barrett, as much as I wanted to. I had tears coming down my face laughing.
Well, hold on. Then Rob one time got me in trouble because of this bra lady. Anybody on the stream, just look up the bra lady.
Yeah, you'll see the
Breakfast on Broad.
Yeah,
and how I got in trouble because Rob didn't advise me the right thing. He didn't advise me.
Yeah, I think we were on the air. I couldn't really advise you. But, okay.
You ever notice when we mention certain things how Rob gets that little Cheshire grin
right.
when we talk about certain individuals and oh yeah, she's strong, and he's got that little crooked smile on his mouth, and I'm sitting there going, you know what? Rob ain't as straight as you
not
think
as innocent as I look.
Right?
Man.
He hit us
I'm
with
like,
yeah, that's some good work. Real quiet and subtle.
No. Here's my favorite bit when he goes,
I'm a fan.
No. Here's my favorite when Rob goes, oh yeah, she's strong. Okay, next topic. I'm like, okay, whoa, let's back it up here.
Time out. Rewind. No, I know.
Oh, the bra lady, man. I talked about it yesterday, man. I was in between in the commercial, and I was telling Barkan about the bra lady.
Oh God,
because he didn't really know about the bra lady. He didn't know about it.
Yeah,
and I did. I'll let you say that. Tell that story, Rob.
That was an all timer. Yeah, she.
Every time the Flyers scored a hat trick,
she would
take her bra off.
It was like a hat trick normally you throw your hat. She would
in the Wells Fargo Center.
Yes,
she would do this. No, she
would. She was an older lady. Who,
like 68, not 70 years old.
Had
about 75 years old, right?
Yeah.
Her and Bernie Perrott were like the same age.
Yeah, back in the day, it seems like she used to have some fun.
Right?
What?
Back in the day, she would frequent a couple of the places that the Flyers players would go after the games, and they would have a good time. They would enjoy themselves.
Put it like this: I knew it was going to be an interesting show. Just before she comes on, where she's walking up to the stage, to the set, and we're trying to send her a seat. Say, you know what? I used to be a big fan of the Globetrotters, but I'm not a fan anymore. I said, why not? Because they don't let me play with their balls. And she did like this. I was like,
that's how it started.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
Rob
gets running here.
Right. So Rob gets quiet, like, okay, all right, let's go on.
We had two things like that. That one and Jay Farrell was. Oh yeah. Were two that two that stood out pretty.
But no.
Yeah, you should look that clip up. Yeah,
right.
That was an interesting one.
But no, you got to tell her how they ended the show. Tell her how she ended the show. We're on air when this happens.
Hand job or something.
Yeah.
What?
She says, yeah, I mean, I was a big fan of Bernie Perrott. I love Bernie Perrott. And we were at this bar, and he was doing a appearance. And she said, yeah, I used to, I broke my right hand, and I'm right-handed.
Oh, man.
But she said, Bernie, I could still give you a hand job.
With my other hand.
With my left hand.
She says this on TV?
Yeah, so I'll look at my three co-hosts. Rob, Jillian, and Sarah turned ghostly white. I mean, like all the blood in their faces just left their face, left their
whiter
head.
than I usually look.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't believe she just said that. So we didn't go to break. So what did I do? I stood up and gave her a standing ovation.
And Barrett got in trouble. Barrett got in trouble for doing that. Just having a little fun.
So the boss comes tearing down. Now usually it'll take about 2 minutes to get there, but look, they got there in about 2 seconds.
Yeah,
he said, "Sit down, Barrett."
Well,
the argument
was like, we didn't.
Right.
Somebody booked her, not us. You want us?
Was she at least a cuter, older woman? Was she cute?
No. I mean, some of the stories she told us, man, about cats and all that type of stuff.
No.
Remember the cat?
No. There was nothing.
No.
What kind of show you?
I don't know what was going on back in the day.
Right.
Maybe back in the day there was something going on there, but I don't. It was hard to tell at this point. Yeah, I'm sure there were some good years. Yeah, in fact. Anyway,
what kind of show you guys running, man?
That show was
it was a blur. I'm telling you, those 2 years are still. A blur.
I had so much fun, man. Like
it was fun.
It was Fletcher Cox's birthday.
Oh no. Dan Silvio said she had a rough look to her. Okay, would you classify it as rough?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think she had a lot of fun in her life, and went hard. Like, probably partied hard. And,
oh man, so she wasn't cute, and she
rough
was
around the edges.
Yeah,
rough around the edges.
Yeah,
and
it happens. It is what it is.
And so how old was she roughly?
70.
70. So gravity had already taken its toll, right? You know what I mean?
Oh
yeah.
Oh man,
for sure.
Oh
yeah, for sure. Anyway, if you're bored, just go down a rabbit hole and you can have a little fun with that one with the Jay Farrow interview. A couple others.
Yeah.
Mike Missinelli's got a coffee cup disintegrating, I'm sorry, Jillian's coffee cup disintegrating with Mike and I sitting right next door. And she had white pants on. It was crazy.
I gotta find this woman.
Yeah, a lot going on.
Yes, bro.
A lot going on there. All right, so when we come back, we're going to dig a little bit into the playoff picture in the NFC, what it looks like, who would play who right now, and also the MVP discussion between Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes, and just how close this thing is. Some things that may surprise you a little bit. regarding the comparison. And also we'll get into the some numbers for the Eagles as well. All kinds of stuff in store for you. You don't want to go anywhere. Trust me.
Dan's trying to get me in trouble.
No, you don't want to go anywhere because outside of X's and O's, you don't know what we're going to say.
You don't know what's going to happen.
Yes. Dan's going to get me in trouble, man.
Yeah, Dan's having a field day.
How does Dan know all this stuff? He's not from Philly. How does Dan know all this stuff?
Research, man. He researched.
Research. Strictly research. All right, so we'll do all that when we get back. Don't go anywhere. Derek Gunn, Barrett Brooks, Rob Ellis. We're Sports Take, JAKIB Sports YouTube Network. I'm going to tell you about Jim Murray and Principal Financial Group, because I will tell you, for years, I had struggled to find the right person, to find someone who could help me with all the questions that I had when investing my money. And Jim and Principal Financial Group are the perfect pair for you, whether it's retirement planning, 401k review, insurance review. If you have a small business and you're trying to set up your employee benefits, really any of that and then some, Jim can help you. He's a great resource, a great sounding board. I've entrusted my IRA, my 401k rollovers to Jim, and I couldn't be any happier. You will be too. Give him a call, 610-996-4751, 610-996-4751. You can email him as well, Murray, MURRAY.Jim@principal.com. That's Murray.Jim@principal.com.